Okay, so just to reiterate what she does, you turn the key, she'll turn on and run for a couple seconds, shut off, and then you gotta floor the pedal a couple times, and then she'll start up and run right. So this carburetor had been sitting with some fuel in it for years. You know, my dad didn't drive it for quite a while, so I'm fairly certain that this carburetor is gross, and kind of want to just take a look and see what she does. Alrighty, so we're gonna go ahead and take the air filter off. We're gonna go ahead and disconnect all of these tubes. We've got our PCV, we've got our vacuum line for our distributor, and then obviously the carburetor. So we're gonna go ahead and take all this off and then remove the carburetor. Alright, so we got the carburetor off the truck. Let's go ahead and disconnect all these linkages so we can take the top off and see what we're looking at. So we took off all the bolts holding down the top end. It should just lift up, and then we can see what this thing looks like inside. Whoop, just like that. And kind of as I expected, we've got some crud in here, down here, a little bit on the sides. Not terrible, but see, we can clean this up make it a little bit better. Alright, so I took off all the Alright, so first we're going to put all these little parts in here, I think. Yeah, we'll put these little parts in here first to get a nice head start. Do this in here while we're at it. And go ahead and let these soak for a few and see what comes of it. Further, can you see it? Yeah. All that crap that's on the screen. This is the kind of stuff that has me wondering how long it's been. Alright, so we've already cleaned these parts in the chem dip over here. They sat overnight and they're pretty clean, but there's still, I'm kind of worried about in the ports and in the jets. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop it in this sonic cleaner and get a little bit more going on. I guess we'll go ahead and take these out. They're about as clean as they're gonna get. We don't want these to fill with water, so we'll just take them out and set them to the side for now. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and do this for about 30 minutes and then probably try and keep it to about 50 degrees Celsius and see what happens. paper towels in the intake. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put the new gasket on, and then we're gonna put it all back together. So we got her running, but then she started developing a fuel leak right here. I got fuel coming down. So yeah, I guess we're gonna take the top back off and see what the issue is. I don't know if I'm gonna take the whole thing off. The gasket doesn't feel wet. It's in front of the gasket, I think. Yeah, it's in front of the gasket. Let's see if it's anything to do with throttle. No. So maybe it's the fuel levels. And we're back. So we put the carburetor on, and then it started high idle. I'm like, okay, well, maybe we can adjust it, whatever. I finally got it up to running temp, and I was about to do a little vacuum and adjust the screws and whatnot when I noticed that I was leaking fuel right out of where the throttle linkages are above the body. So I'm doing some internet search. I can either have stuck float bowls, or I could have a valve, or what do they call that, a needle not fully seating, or possibly a throttle linkage bushing gone bad. And I hope it's not that one, because, well, I don't have one, which means I won't be able to finish the truck and get it running today. So let's go ahead and disassemble the top end again and check these float bowls and needles and see if they're seating correctly. Alright, so I'm an idiot. I think I already know what I did wrong. And I'll pull these floaters off to see if I'm right. But I think I put these needles in upside down, where the flat end of the needle is up against where it needs to seal, and the sealant is up against the actual floater. We'll see. Alright, moment of truth. Let's see what we got. Yep. I am an idiot. So this flat part goes against the floater, and this part goes against the valve seat. So should be a quick fix, hopefully. Hopefully it doesn't take much to get it all back together. Call it good. So we'll flip this one. Now we're going to flip the other one, and then I guess put it back on the truck, see what it does. the valve needles around, and we don't have any leaks down here. And no leaks on this side. So she's idling good. I actually think she's doing better than she was before. It could be me, but we have a freshly rebuilt carburetor.